Look at this from the Huffing and Puffington Post. This is the same guy, by the way, that had the story in USA Today earlier about how we all ought to feel guilty watching the Super Bowl because doing so is promoting concussions. Huffing and Puffington Post, the Carolina Panthers are the most unapologetically black team ever. Now, this is from the left. These are the people telling us that it's all the racism and all the bigotry is to be found in conservatism and the Republican Party, and yet every time you open your mind, open your eyes, and start reading or listening to things, here you get a bunch of racist or racial analysis of things. Carolina Panthers, the most unapologetically black team ever. Details coming up. The Carolina Panthers, according to the Huffing and Puffington Post, they are the most unapologetically black team ever in the NFL. Whatever that means. We'll be back. Okay, Huffing and Puffington Post. Super Bowl on Sunday, the Carolina Panthers and Denver Broncos. The environmentalist wacko method would say Carolina. Predator, big cats versus Broncos. Broncos, bucking Broncos and horses, but they're not predators. And horses, they allow themselves to be ridden by human beings. They allow themselves to be abused by humans. No, you got to go with the predator cat. Environmental wacko. It's tough when you got two animals going. How do you choose? That's how you do it. The Huffing and Puffington, by the way, that I think is correct. The Panthers are favored for a reason, and that is the Denver defense is where this game is going to. If they can't stop the Carolina offense, I don't know that the Denver offense can get in a shootout and stay with them. That's on paper, and I happen to agree this season when the game shakes out on paper. But Huffing and Puffington Post has a story. The Panthers are the most unapologetically black team in NFL history, and it's awesome. Now, what does this mean? Well, here's what they say. The culture of football is such that a league made up of mostly black men is supposed to comply with certain standards created and enforced by mostly white men. Ideally, the players would act subdued in public, celebrate their achievements quietly, and speak in a manner that avoids the spotlight. The Carolina Panthers haven't done any of that this season. On the way to a 15-1 regular season record, in the first Super Bowl appearance since 2004, the team has had fun and has been fun to watch. They talk loudly, they dance loudly, they celebrate loudly. But they've done something significant along the way, too. They have embraced, demonstrated, and exuded aspects of their blackness in a way that few predominantly black teams have done in the past. They have been wonderfully, unapologetically, proudly black. A lot of credit should be given to the coach, Ron Rivera, for empowering the players to be them black selves. The only Latino coach in the league. Look at the way these libs identify people. Only Latino coach in the league, Rivera knows what it means to stand out. So I guess, reading this, these black players on the Panthers are shooting the bird to the white power structure of the NFL, which says, behave yourself, be polite, don't overdo it celebrating the Panthers. Just screw you. And they're celebrating and they're dancing and they are being their blackness apologetically. And that makes them the most unapologetically black team in the NFL ever. Huffing and Puffington Post. Not me. I'm just reading what the latest batch of liberal media sports drive-bys happen to be saying. I never realized that black people were so different from everyone else. Thank goodness we have the left to remind us of that day in and day out, like that story in the Huffing and Puffington Post. Have a nice weekend. Debate Saturday, football, Super Bowl Sunday. Which you're going to watch more than the other?